Good. Finally, he's getting them out of the way right now. So he rolled a 4 on the one. So going from 1d4 to 1d100, he rolled 4, 1. 2d8s is a 7 and a 3. 1d10 is a 4. 1d12 is an 11. 1d20 is 5. 1d100 is 18. Oh fuck! Nobody can hear you.
Well,
Nobody can hear
that's
me?
a shame.
On stream, I had it all muted.
Oh. Well, good. And that wraps up everything that we have been talking about and where we are in the campaign so far.
Coco alive and
Coco's
yeah.
alive. Everyone else who's accompanied him has died at least twice.
Yeah.
Nope, sorry. Sealanus is
Oh, Stevie.
Stevie's second character. He
Yes.
only had one, Sir Neville of Longbottom. He died defending the chapel in town against the demon incursion there. Along with 2 others. Which notably, Anna and Izzy were with the party for under 48 hours before dying.
Weren't they like under 24?
Sorry,
I think it was
under 24.
I want to say they weren't there for a day.
Evening, slept, woke up in the morning, and died.
Yep. That's correct.
So, like I had mentioned, Extinction Curse is the Tomb of Annihilation for Pathfinder.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine.
Well, Coco has somehow you've come kind of close a couple of times, but I think you've gone a couple of fights now with 0 damage because of your range tactics.
True. And let's be honest, he got very lucky in surviving not falling to his death. Or a swim.
Yeah, that natural 20 definitely helped.
Yes.
I would like to point out you are now going into a large confined building. Finding range will be a little more difficult now.
Okay, I'm here at the door.
Standing before you is a room with 4 pillars, each depicting the god Gosray or goddess Gosray. As you kind of glance around, you notice that these pillars have 2 variations. A male form on the left side representing wind and force, and a feminine form on the right-hand side representing the waves and lightning. I should also note the 3 dead bodies on the ground around you, as you have managed to fend off 3 corrupted retainers, the normal guards of Gosray's temple. You did notice as well that something seemed very off about these individuals. 1, they attacked on sight, and 2, there seemed to be almost a demonic fury burning in their eyes. Something corrupted them from the inside. And I can finally unpause the game because I remembered to do it.
Yippee.
So, with that, you are in a room that seems relatively small at the moment. On the far side is a very large green curtain that seemingly cuts the room in half.
What's everybody doing?
I'm doing
great. Thank you for asking.
Good. God is good.
Technically, fine.
Technically, he stays alive.
I would definitely like to remind you that unlike Dungeons and Dragons, it is highly recommended to be at least 3/4 health or higher before entering any combat.
I'm pretty much, yeah, whatever.
He's pretty much dead. That's what he's talking about.
Either way, I'll go down like at least twice more. It's
good to know.
I can take it.
Sealanus, you look very pensive in the corner over there. Is there anything you would like to look at or do in the room? As you see him slowly pull out a pipe and light it.
Sure.
Taking a few short puffs, Seal looks around the room, taking it all in for a moment.
Yeah, it needs redecorating.
Anything you like to do, Stevie?
Hang on a minute. Yeah, I think I'll head up towards this door up here and just have a look.
Hope is staying quiet in the background, allowing everyone to kind of move around and do their own thing. Just allowing everyone to kind of do their thing as their player is still on a small break. So, Stevie, going up to the door, you see that like most of the other doors you've come across so far in this area, just plain wood. Nothing too intricate or special about it. Just seems to be a general divider.
Is it locked?
You haven't tried yet?
Can I?
Certainly can. You can try. Whether you're successful or not.
Oh. What is it I've got to roll? It's been that long.
Well, you can say you try to open the door. Or like check the knob. No, this door is not locked.
Cool. I'll open the door then.
All right.
It open.
Yeah.
You can open the door. If you hover over and click on the door icon, it will open for you.
All right. Oh.
There you go. Inside, you see a quaint little waiting area. There are 3 chairs and a nice round table in a fairly brightly lit area. Aside from that,
go in and... Can I go in and have a look at the table?
You definitely can.
Yeah.
Looking at the table itself, you see a copper vessel that appears to be filled with water or some sort of liquid. Could be
Taste it. Taste it.
Yeah.
Lick it.
Can I have a
harm ever came from tasting random liquids in corrupted areas?
It's fine.
You
Dr.
pick up the
Crippen?
copper vessel. It's cool to the touch. Copper tends to kind of get that way anyway, but and you take a sip.
It is when
and
you
you
die.
wait.
You can make death saving
Kind of swish it around just a little bit. Made a little metallic, but water.
As far you know.
I mean, technically a little coppery there. It might taste a little of blood, but...
Right. Is there anything else on the table? Any documents, any brochures?
So as you mentioned that, though, you happen to look down, and there is a very clear map of this entire place. Detailed, there's little, like, red figures. It looks as though somebody might have been, like, playing a game of Risk on this table, as there is a whole bunch kind of in the bottom right corner just kind of stacked up, preventing anybody from taking that area. It's very weird. And anybody that's played Risk knows that you take Australia and those surrounding islands because you can't be touched.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, this area is very plain. Just kind of the copper vessel, or like the copper pitcher, for anybody that desired any water. Oddly enough, no glasses or any way to drink that water aside from just like pouring it into your mouth. No, nothing of note, unfortunately.
I'll come back out then.
Well, I guess I'll try the door on the bottom then.
All right.
Oh, shit.
You turn and open the door at the bottom. One thing you notice immediately, off to your right are 2 rather large barrels. There's a few crates. Everything just kind of seems like a basic storage area. And then your eyes obviously fall upon the body of
Oh.
Mayor Aber.
Oh.
Buddy, I was like, what happened to the guy in front of him?
He looks badly beaten.
Mhm.
You see various cuts and bruises kind of running the length of his face. His clothing is torn and ripped. And he is just kind of a heap on the ground at the moment.
I'm gonna call Hope over, I guess. She's what, cleric, I believe as well.
Technically.
I'm
There
the
is
medic.
also a medic on the team.
Yeah, but Coco is,
I'm
don't think
still
that's
alive.
I don't think that's the first thing you want to wake up to, just in case he is alive.
I mean, that's probably quite fair.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, shit.
Coco, Hope,
Coco and Hope.
Coco and
Nope.
Hope. Nope. Hope moves forward. Hey, the game
Damn.
master is on a streak. Hope bends down and begins checking over Mayor Aber before turning and letting you know he's still alive. Barely breathing, but he's still alive.
Oh.
Good for him.
She will one. We're going to start with ensuring that he doesn't die.
First gonna make it worse, then she's gonna make him better.
Well, no, I was actually going to have her stabilize him first.
Oh.
Mhm.
Just to be certain.
Let's stab him first and then make him better. Either dies.
Quick.
We'll know nothing.
How does that administer first aid? That sounds about right. Yep, that's exactly what I want to do. Okay. So she takes a few moments and you see her kind of, one calls for the pitcher in the other room that Steele had, and you see her begin to tend to the wounds and everything, ensuring that Mayor Aber is in stable condition before attempting to go any further. Okay, well.
Mhm.
Well, that didn't work.
You fuck up.
Yes. So after stabilizing Mayor Aber,
Hope killed
Hope
him.
begins to go about her usual ways of risky surgery.
Mhm.
And you see her hastily slice open a part, trying to gain a little bit of extra blood to replace that she's already replaced, or like already that he's missing, because that definitely makes sense. And instead just kind of panics shortly after cutting into him. And he goes back into dying.
I don't. Hope, is that how they are supposed to look? I'm not a medic. I'm not sure.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Great. Good job. Let's keep moving.
Then she'll just cheat and use lay on hands.
And she touches it, and it's fine.
Yep. Pretty much. You do see a rather holy aura surround her very briefly, though, as that is occurring. And you don't know if it is Gosray's influence and potentially a plot device that cannot die here. You're not certain.
Hmm.
But before long, Mayor Aber splutters to consciousness. Just like that. Yes. Thank you, Stevie.
You're welcome. It's nice to know my acting skills are still coming in handy.
For sure. Oh, it's you. Again. Oh, thank God it wasn't Coco this time.
It's you again? Did he ever meet Hope?
He saw,
Isn't Coco the only one he ever met from this party?
well, thanks for pointing out the plot holes. Yeah, I think Coco is the only one that he's met in this current party.
Yeah. Sir.
Sorry, let me rephrase that. Oh, it's
Civilian.
you. Thank God you weren't the one to help me.
I'll kneel down and just calmly, speak to him. Civilian, because I don't know he's the mayor, right? Are you all right?
Let me just call out. That's the mayor of the town.
Oh,
Let me make that clear right now.
Yes, no, I'm quite all right now. Just
I apologize. I didn't know.
no, I came here trying to figure out what was going on with the temple, to meet with Harlock, the head monk.
Mm.
And walking through the doors, I was immediately assaulted. It's most unusual. Something's taken this place over, and I don't know. It just it's not right.
We were sent to investigate. Well, Hope, Siolanis, and I. Coco, the clown thing, has been here always, I'm assuming. You know?
Hey!
Coco
Hey!
the clown thing. Yep, checks out. Yes, I've met Coco a few times before. He helped, in his own ways, helped the village.
I did.
I'm pretty sure he killed the demon at
Yep.
the chapel without assistance.
That was all me.
At least that
Impressive,
story
little one.
goes. I'm sure none of it's fabricated.
I was the only one that made it out alive.
That much is for certain, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, you know what, Coco, you've had very, very good luck in taking care of all the issues around town. Could you find out what's happened to Harlock? I know he has to be innocent of all of these wrongdoings. I've known the man for years, and there is no way he would turn like this.
Awesome.
What does he look like?
Well, like me, but darker and less hair.
Not like you.
Well, I mean, our noses are maybe a little different. He's got a beard. He's darker in complexion, and he's also
Bald.
human.
Okay.
I mean, he should be the only one that doesn't want to kill you here.
That makes more. That's easier to get to.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But I'm just warning you. He'll end up like the others if he doesn't exactly cooperate. Just fair warning.
Let me sweeten the pot, then. If you do all of this and Harlock survives, I will give you 40 gold.
Only 40? It's got to be worth at least 80.
Person, right?
Stevie, give me a diplomacy check.
Proficiency?
Yes. You might not be proficient in it, but it's under that one.
It says I'm trained. Ah!
Ooh.
It's not bad. That's not bad. I can't do 80. I don't have that kind of gold. 60? We could do 60.
I'll go with
That would tap me completely, but we could do that.
Characters, not that.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go in being like 35. Well, that's not Coco.
He's got plus intelligence, so yeah, you're not that stupid. 35, and we have a deal.
30, okay. Just for you now, 10.
Reminds me of that one Simpsons episode or whatever it was.
Yeah, so probably.
Yep.
Yeah. I think it was.
Quagmire guy.
Crit Roll did that too with some stuff. But for now, as a parting gesture, here is 30 XP.
Thanks.
Now, if you don't mind, I need to recover a bit.
Of course. Can you get back safely?
He will just kind of slump against one of the crates.
Oh, you're staying. Okay.
For a small bit. If you've taken care of everything out front and in this main room, then
right.
It should be okay to stay here for a bit.
Okay. Yep. I'll
just and he slowly closes the door.
Yep.
What was the name of this campaign again?
Extinction Curse. It's not necessarily taking down a mob boss, but I mean,
close enough.
Same thing.
One man's Yakuza is another man's monk.
Same thing.
Yep.
Action.
Good.
Okay.
All right.
So we're looking for a black monk.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
I'm sure there aren't many of those. I don't know.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, statistically speaking, probably, but
I don't know.
I mean, did you just think about it? Most of them are in like Tibet. Statistically speaking.
What a fucking Pathfinder. They can be a freaking cat if they want to. Like
Yep.
Great, moving on.
Bob.
Yep.
Not Bob. Yeah, no, Bob.
Bob, yes.
Before you stands a large green curtain. As you kind of maybe like press up against it a little bit, tentatively, maybe even. It kind of gives way. It seems heavy, very sturdy curtain, or like heavy duty, but easily movable at the same rate. I mean, you're a barbarian.
Yeah.
You know.
Sure.
Can they?
They die.
When they aren't raging, maybe.
Right.
But outside of that, yeah, I'll try to unveil it. I think that's the word.
Yeah.
Behind curtain number 1.
I think I can. I'll just do that.
I think.
Yeah, that'll work. I removed the. I think you could have passed through that wall anyway, but we'll just remove it because the curtain has been moved. It lies on a nice, neat line on the floor, oddly enough. And you just step over it. It's very strange. Before you are several more doors. And you get the feeling there will be a lot more to come yet.
You go for door number 1, door number 2, door number 3, door number 4. Do you feel lucky?
Door number 3, my lord.
Do we need to check every room? I mean, we might as well.
So my youngest independently stumbled upon the movie Shrek and loved it.
Good. Good. The youngest has taste.
Correct. Oh, stepping into that one. Steel. You test the door. It opens. What you see before you is a very small room, a very neatly made bed, a small table with a small desk to accompany it, and a very large book on it. The other thing that you notice is the smell. And you quickly identify the chamber pot in the corner. And whoever's job it was to take care of this hasn't.
You.
You
Can I
found
have a look?
door number 1. There's shit. Fun with it.
So what you do notice is this is an uncomfortably small desk. There is a candle with about half of the wax burned away. You can see nice drip marks down the side. The candle holder, I guess, is also pretty well encased in wax. At least compared to other areas at this point, this seems poorly maintained. The cleaners haven't been by in a bit. The book on the table is the Hymns to the Wind and the Waves, which you, based on other things you've seen so far, recognize as a holy book to Gazre.
Can I put the book in my backpack? Take it for later?
Yeah, let's just raid a holy place, sure.
It's just something to read if I get stuck in a dark corner, waiting for one of you lot to pick the lock.
But if you're stuck in a dark corner, how can you read?
I have dark vision. Ah!
Yeah.
Checkmate.
Got you there.
Do you have dark vision?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rangers have dark vision.
Oh, you're a ranger indeed, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not that the ranger has dark vision. Your ancestry is what's granting you the dark vision, not your class.
But,
I mean, to be very technical.
Look, in his head, it's because he's a ranger.
Actually.
Yeah. Actually, let's see here. This should probably be. It's a book. It's a heavier book. It's not 3 ball. Jesus, that's not what I wanted to do.
That's a big book.
That's right. War and Peace.
Bulk seems way too much too.
Or 18 chapters.
It's just light. Whatever. Good enough. Okay. You have the holy book on your person now. It is in your equipment.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah. Anytime.
Last time a character of mine had a holy book, I got disintegrated, so I don't know how. If you want to keep that, you know. Curse of Strahd, remember?
Yeah, I was gonna say, did I disintegrate you with that one?
Yeah. I literally, I think it was disintegration, right?
I haven't opened the book yet. I have
That was the spell.
That sounds vaguely familiar, yeah.
I'm only done from opening a book.
Was that when you were fighting the angel?
No, it was literally Strahd himself.
Yeah.
He was trying to get his book back and whatnot.
Oh, yeah, before the final fight.
Yep.
Yeah, when he disintegrated you. That's
Yep. Fun.
Good times.
Oh, yeah, he did disintegrate him. Yeah.
You know, if we were smart, we would have kept a tally of all of the deaths that occurred in that one.
Yeah. Next time.
It actually weren't that many.
We will play it again, I'm sure.
I mean, I rather enjoyed it, but
I mean, yeah, I had fun.
I really like the story on that one. I'd say we were under a dozen total deaths, and we're
Yeah.
There weren't that many actually.
There were a few, but it wasn't a crazy.
But okay,
Chuck, you died multiple times.
Twice or try.
The tower killed you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That one for sure. That one killed everybody.
Oh.
That's not Seal.
No,
No.
sorry. Seal did survive that one. That's
Yeah.
right. And then he,
Somehow.
due to shell shock, sat down to eat a meal quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
Instead of save people, which
I know I
admittedly
died
makes
at
sense
the
as well.
tower, technically the house.
Sure.
Yep.
And
Yep, I think
that
We all
was
died.
it for me.
everyone died in the murder house.
Yeah,
Mhm.
everybody.
Or like the dollhouse.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, that was a fun side adventure.
Yeah. Or something.
And yeah, I swear everyone died at least several times.
Yeah, no, we died at least. I think everybody died at least twice.
Yeah.
It
I know I
wasn't
died
too
at least
bad.
3 times.
Okay, now let's die.
Yeah.
Now everybody dies here.
Mm-hmm.
Right, correct. Bob, opening up the bottom room, you see a bed, not as neatly made, with a blood stain on the sheets.
Oh.
There is a very cramped desk with a holy book, the hymns to the wave and the wind and the waves, a small candle that looks to have about a third of it left. This one definitely looks as though whoever was occupying this room suddenly wasn't.
Yeah. Does the blood look, I mean, old, fresh? Can I tell?
Sure. You could give me a nature or a medicine check.
Lick it.
I'm not gonna lick it. Are you?
There
It's
is
ketchup.
blood. There is some red liquid.
He needs to lick it.
Somebody looks to have spilled their wine during the night and hastily got up to go clean themselves.
That's a shame.
It's very bad. Yeah.
Next one, I think. Yeah.
Door number 3.
Door number 3. You look inside. This room is much more spacious. The desk is still just as cramped. It has the same holy book on it. The bloods do not the bloods, the sheets do not have wine stains on them. This seems to have been a space for maybe a more prominent guest to the temple itself.
Sure. But nothing out of,
Oddly
I
enough,
mean...
The other thing that doesn't catch your nose is the chamber pot.
Ah. Right.
Seal warps through the door, closes it behind himself, and you find yourself in a relatively small room, cut off with not as many finished walls as the previous rooms. You see a very rough cavern wall to your left that the bed kind of hugs up against a little awkwardly. There are no wine stains here. You do see a few crumbs of bread or some other kind of food remnant. Again, very small desk, the same holy book. So if you're swiping all of those, feel free to just kind of tick that up in your inventory.
Yeah, I've got one.
Well, maybe it's just a tradition here, but used to be at least that when you visited a hotel room, you were free to claim the Bible in the drawer.
Good for you.
I say free. I don't know if you actually got charged for those or not. Anyway.
I've opened the door. Bring me through. Thank you.
Are you messing with him?
I was keep closing the door. I saw him opening it, and I'm like, "Fuck that."
I can tell this is a very silly session.
Oh yeah, it's been ages. It's bound to be. All right. So, Seal, as you kind of pass through that doorway, and it suddenly closes on you again, you get the feeling that this place might be haunted. There's something strange going on in the neighborhood.
We're gonna call.
You go. Oh.
Yes.
Yep. All right.
Not me.
Ooh. All right.
Buster. Off.
God.
We're calling God for that.
And then you look over and you see a clown in the corner just slowly doing this with a finger, and you see the door kind of wave with each finger movement. And then you see the long string connecting to the door. Hope also joins you across the other side of the curtain. She was twiddling her thumbs and noticed a smudge on her arm. A bit of blood, it seems. She took care of that.
Moving forward, I think.
Moving forward.
Thanks for opening the door.
Sorry, Green. I know you were expecting a very serious session.
No.
Brass tacks here. And
He knows who he's playing with, okay?
Yeah.
That's fair. The room that you see ahead of you is more of like a corridor. Why does that door not have a door?
Don't.
That was not me.
I didn't mean to close you in. Sorry, that was my bad.
You wanted to blame me.
Yeah.
Huh, that was weird. That door didn't have a door. Okay. Stepping inside, what you notice is that there are 3 individuals in this room. They look
man.
relatively nonplussed to see you, and immediately turn. There are 2 more of these corrupted retainers, and then you see one of those very large, attractive-looking frogs that just happens to be leaking a little slime. I mean, it's really not their fault. It just kind of happens.
Yeah.
But the 2 retainers draw their weapons, and you see the frog's eyes narrow ever so slightly.
All right. Where's my backup character?
I will potentially permit you to play a frog.
This
I don't know if that's your thing or not. I mean, it's
this
hard to tell,
campaign is
but-
starting to look like Helldivers.
small bit.
Don't-
and, oh,
don't
man,
get-
I looked at that game and wanted to get it.
I want to get it too. It looks so great,
It
especially
looks so good,
especially the fact that it's like, don't get attached to your character. It will die.
right?
You don't upgrade your character. You upgrade the ship.
Right. Well, yeah, the ship isn't going to be lost every time.
Yeah.
I know it's been a little bit, but would everyone
Roll?
mind rolling me some
Oh,
initiative?
I can roll. There's initiative.
No.
Let me also swap over
Hey.
music. This seems a little too calm for everything we're dealing with.
Oh yeah, music. We have that.
Roll initiative.
Watch.
Okay.
Oh.
Baron combat.
It always
Iggy.
concerns me when I look at the threat level that it considers each of these combats,
Yeah.
and most of them say severe.
Listen, I went down like twice last time.
Yep.
If I don't die now, I'm probably blessed. I need to buy a lottery ticket or something.
Wait, he was already wounded?
I'm twice
Multiple.
wounded. I'm gonna
I will
die.
say that as you guys were exploring around, Hope did regain her focus point as you guys were exploring the other rooms quick.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably about a 10-minute activity.
Yeah.
Bob, oddly enough, and thankfully enough, you begin.
Whoa. Okay.
I don't know if thankfully is the correct way to do it. You
Burn
begin.
them all.
I don't know what to do. Wait, hold on. I need to.
You self-explode.
Yep.
Pull a Vegeta.
Use your claymore.
Yep.
Wait, you have a weapon?
No. It's a meme I
He
sent. in another
he
server.
sent he sent a meme in another Discord, and it's like
I'll show you actually.
it's
It's-
awesome.
It's pretty fun.
All right.
That one,
Okay.
D&D.
Let me pull up Discord. I'm literally right here in it.
Yep. The BBEG sends me armed with spikes, claymore, javelins, and tridents.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Use your claymore.
Okay.
That's good.
Back to the actual game. This is where Mike actually, at some point in another campaign, just puts an enemy who has a claymore, and it just is an actual claymore instead of the sword.
Yeah.
You know, that would be very fun. Just even briefly to say, you see a claymore lying on the floor,
Yes.
and then as they go to pick it up, it just explodes.
Yes.
I'll rage, I think.
Magic.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, that's a good idea.
Can I rage? 10. What's my cooldown? I forget.
It's been a minute. Yeah, so each time
It's a minute.
rage
Okay. Yeah.
for a minute, and then I think you have a minute cooldown.
Yep.
In like fun.
Excuse me. It's also been ages. I don't remember if you've got a limit on those for the number you can do in a day.
I
But
don't believe so. I know in 5e I have a limit,
that would
but
seem restrictive. I know your Orcish ferocity, that's the case, but I don't think rage has the
Nope.
same restrictions. There's really only one or two things in the game that has like a resource cost that actually depletes, and spell slots are the major one.
Yep.
Everything else is usually regainable in about 10 minutes. Anyway, okay, so you rage.
Mhm.
You do so.
I do so. I don't know how to
You
apply
apply-
things.
I
I'm
can
not-
apply it.
Okay.
It's been a hot minute, admittedly. All right, there we go.
Great.
You are now raging.
I have my fist. Perfect.
Yes.
So was that an action or something else? That's an action.
One
Great.
action, yes, to
Yep, yep.
rage. You still have two actions, which one of those would be probably consumed on just running up to the next enemy.
Yep.
Your second one would be punching the first enemy.
Yep.
So it is up to you who you would like to go to first. Remember that not all enemies have reactions that can attack you with. Actually, one of the things I like is you don't get stuck in that damned if I do, damned if I don't situation
Right,
most of the time.
I will move up once.
Okay.
Great.
Bold
And
move.
I'll attempt to just punch this one right in front of me.
Yep. And there you go. You have selected them.
Strike. Strike. I don't think I have anything else. Just strike. I actually hit. This is.
Hot dang, you hit.
You hit?
I
Holy
hit.
shit!
Which means you do damage.
Finally.
You haven't done that in a while.
10 points of smashing damage or whatever.
Bob kicks in the door, walks through it. You see him immediately rage and run forward and just slug the first dude he sees.
He stubbed his pinky toe on kicking the door. He got angry and slugged the first guy he saw.
Well, what you don't know is Bob is barefoot, so he actually got a splinter doing it.
Oh god.
And on your foot, ooh. No.
I know. Worse with glass.
That's it.
Yes,
I
yes
punched.
it is. I'm not going to go into details because it's a gross story. So we'll just say yes, stepping on glass is worse.
I know. I walked bare feet a lot during this summer.
Yeah. Yeah, no, again, I want to continue the story. I'm going to not. For my own sake, too. So, Seal, you see this frog kind of grip the ground and slowly pull its way towards you. And it will tusk attack you. And that...
And not get attack of opportunity.
Go.
do you have attacks of opportunity?
Alright.
I don't believe
You're
you
the
do.
good master, you tell me.
You
no,
tell-
as a ranger, without specifically taking a feat to do it, you do not. And
No.
it takes several feats to get the attack of opportunity ability as a non-fighter. Fighters start with attacks of opportunity.
You can
That's
just.
kind of their shtick.
Yeah.
Let's see here. It is going to take a second tusk attack since it feels very confident after the first, and you are able to kind of just miss. And just in case you're wondering, how does this frog have tusk attacks? This is how this frog has tusk attacks.
Hmm.
It is part frog, part walrus.
What a beautiful boy.
I never saw him in We All Stand Together by Paul McCartney.
Correct.
Mhm.
Anyway, that is the Slurk's attacks. It kind of pulls itself slowly forward and attempts to pierce you twice, Seal. Only
A Slurk.
succeeding once. The next retainer, no, the retainer, is going to come forward.
Uh-oh.
He is going to run forward and close the door.
Oh, bye.
And Coco the stab wins again.
Uh-oh.
Will be to attack Bob
Mhm.
and miss.
Yippee.
As he is kind of pressing himself up against the door to kind of keep it closed, he just kind of jabs out a little wildly to kind of pull this off. The two of you feel very isolated at the moment. As Seal, it is now your turn. Or Sealanis, sorry. I'm still so used to saying Seal for the last several years that...
Yeah.
I am going to strike at Tusky with my longsword.
I have tusks as well. I don't know if you... Which one?
Seal, you look around confused and realize most of the things surrounding you have tusks. No, I assume you mean the frog. And by the frog, I do mean the Slurk and not Bob.
The actual frog in the game.
The actual legitimate toad. I think that's more of a toad than a frog. I don't really know. He looks warty. That 14 will not be enough.
Oh.
As you do kind of jab out, and it just kind of shifts ever so slightly, and you hear a very wet slurp kind of move as its body scrapes the ground. But your first strike is a miss.
Let's try again, then. That one will definitely be a miss.
The second one is a critical miss. And you actually find yourself, as your sword does make contact, but in the awkward way, you almost have to pull it away from the slime of this frog. You're kind of a little off kilter, and you're going to find it a little more difficult to defend yourself in this next round.
Ferg action in for a biscuit.
That will also be a miss, but not critically this time, which is good, because you may have fallen over then.
That's my action.
So, Seal, Bob, what you see is panic fill Seal's eyes as he is now enclosed in a room with 3 other enemies, and he just starts wildly flailing around with his longsword. He also failed to make any contact, but it looked very cool. Like, the
nice
swordsmanship on display is just impeccable. If only he'd hit something, though.
Yeah.
Anyway, Coco.
Yes. Close the door.
Yep.
Just open it, easy.
Yeah.
So moving forward and opening the door is 2 actions.
Yep. I got that.
Uh-oh.
And there's a dude right there.
Yep.
With fire, if you can.
Oh, I can't.
Oh.
Takes an action.
It does. All right. Coco runs forward, opens the door, runs back. Now, that doesn't seem as helpful, but that does leave Hope open to basically attack immediately through that door.
Yeah.
Great. Setting up is important.
Yeah.
It is extremely
Yep.
important. As frustrating as that might seem, it is very, very important.
Hope, blow the room up.
Hope will immediately blow the room up.
Good.
He is going to
Killing everything inside.
and attack. Ooh, that was so close to a critical. Oh my god, are you serious?
Fuck up.
I didn't fuck up, no, but
Did.
she rolled minimum damage on 4d4.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
So
Whoa.
yeah, you see some silvery darts kind of pop out and shoot across the room.
That's insane.
But that dude seems largely unaffected, as there is just like magical metal sticking
Nice.
into his chest, and he was just, nah. He's had a worse day.
Pin needles or something.
She will step forward as her final action to kind of prevent the door from closing again. And kind of wedge herself just enough in there that they can't really reclose the door on the rest of the party. This corrupted retainer cannot get into a spot that he can fully flank based on the wall here, not allowing full movement. So he will just pick up his trident and stabby stab.
No.
And miss.
Yippee.
I think
Bob
that is
goes, no
four times in a
touching.
row. I have rolled under 5.
Yay.
That one will hit, though, as you see him kind of pivot, take a moment, reposition, and then stab for a critical hit. Ah, Bob, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Also, the thing is, you are critically hitting Bob a lot of times.
Correct. And yep.
Yep.
As a final action.
Are you okay? I don't see any of this, but
I can take it.
I don't see any of this. I just hear Bob groaning and moaning and being angry.
Checks out. And its final action, it is actually going to snap its shield upright and protect itself.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's going defensive. Bob.
That's you.
Still alive. Still doing very okay.
This is like...
He's angry.
So much damage.
You can take it.
I can take it.
Oh, wait, maybe.
Well, if it helps, if it wasn't for the demonic influence in the trident, it wouldn't have hurt as bad.
That doesn't help.
Oh, sorry.
It still hurts. Okay.
It's still an owie.
Okay, what now?
It does hurt when you get hit with a fork. I couldn't imagine what an oversized fork would do. So...
Yeah. Okay, let's think. Let's actually try to think about this.
Stick a fork in, he's done.
Correct.
How does trip work?
We're just
Is that...
testing.
Okay, that works, I think. Okay. I want to attempt to trip the guy underneath me, I think. Yeah, I want to trip. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's better than anything.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an athletics check to trip. Do not forget that you also have assurance on your athletics checks.
So that's so I can forgo rolling, but it's just a base 10 then.
So yes, effectively your die roll is a 10. You do not include your ability score modifier, but you include your level and your proficiency, I believe is how that one worked.
So... What? Okay.
Yeah, so it'd be plus your level and your trained ability modifier. So with... we will take that. For instance, your athletics would only be a +7 instead of a +11. So you'd have,
right.
you would have 17 like base roll.
I mean, I can roll higher than a 10. I'm just gonna roll. I think I'm just gonna roll. I can probably. I hope.
That was the question. Do you feel confident that a 17 is enough?
I mean, these guys are strong.
No, but who knows? But they're strong.
Yeah.
But tripping is based on reflexes.
Just 17. Just I don't rather roll. I'm lazy. Just 17, I guess. Yeah.
Just a 17.
Yeah. Assurance. Let's just use the thing I got.
All right. He goes down.
Yippee.
You trip and he hits the floor with a very, very heavy thud. A metal clang kind of rings out in this confined space, and it is deafening as his
Wonderful.
body hits the floor.
And this doesn't help. It still counts as an attack, which is annoying, but right, an attack action.
That does count as an attack action, yes.
Yeah.
But he is on the ground and much easier to hit now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll hit the guy I just tripped then.
All right.
Let's select him first. So that's okay.
That
I do
just
hit.
hits.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Damage.
Mhm.
Nice, almost max.
That is very nice. As you turn and you just crack straight into him, you see his armor crumple under the hit, and you know you dealt a significant blow to this guy. You definitely felt several ribs break under the force of your fist.
Mm-hmm. Okay, one action left. I might as well just go for it. I'm gonna attempt to hit him again.
All right.
Okay. Yep.
You warm up the people's elbow and go for an ultimate strike. And from the first hit, he kind of like turns and kind of rolls into it a bit, and as a result, you smash your elbow straight into the ground, and it hurts. Like there's hitting your funny bone, and then there's hitting it this way, and this does not feel good.
Bone, and there's hitting the.
Correct. So, as I am wont to do, you find yourself kind of nursing that arm for a bit, at least for now, because of how painful it was to hit the floor like this. You are not prone, just your arm is very tingly.
And not the fun kind.
That was Bob's turn.
Yep.
That corrupted retainer is on the ground, which is very, very beneficial to everyone else. But first, the Slurk gets to go.
Slurk.
The Slurk sees an opportunity.
It's such a funny name.
Be as gross as it can try to be. And you just see it for a moment kind of readjust, and then you see even more slime just begin to ooze out of this thing.
He's taking a dump.
Yeah.
Correct. And everybody in the area needs... That explains the chamber pots, actually, and the smell. No, everybody in the area needs to make a balance saving throw. So there is a prompt in chat. If you could please roll that prompt. Which is just Stevie, honestly.
I wanted to say that looks only like Steve. Hell yeah.
And so this Slurk takes a moment, squeezes one out, everyone hits the floor, and it looks embarrassed all of a sudden because that was not the plan. That's, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yep.
All right. Corrupted retainer here is going to take some time. It will stand up as its first action. It will re-grab its weapon as its second action. And as a third, it will rage.
The Slurk?
The Slurk. No, the corrupted container. The Slurk spent its full turn taking a shit on the floor.
I was like, when the hell can a frog? Okay. I was not following.
It's all good. Theo, you are back up. You are on your back, covered in whatever the hell just came out of this frog.
Yep.
Love.
You can call it that, sure.
You know, that is a distinct option as well. You don't want to know what you're covered in, but you don't want to be in it anymore.
And I stand up.
Yes.
Yes.
You find
So
the
that'll be
ground
one.
still very slick.
Right, I'll stab at Walrus Frog then.
All right. Go right ahead. Yeah,
Wow.
sorry, you are no longer here.
That's in green, so I'm taking it that's a crit.
Let me just double check the maths on that. Yeah, that is a critical hit. Yeah, no, you technically would have gotten it anyway. Well, that's not true. Technically, it means it is a guaranteed hit, or at the very least, not a critical failure, depending on what you're attacking. This case, this is a critical hit.
Jesus Christ.
And
Roll
2
high.
damage.
Oh, yeah.
That is very, very good. You slice into this frog. There is a very sizable cut through it. You can see, I would say down to its bone, but this doesn't seem to have that.
For my last turn, I shall strike again.
Can't be on my lap right now. Can't have an AT boy on stream.
Do it.
Blanket doesn't count. Sorry.
Oh,
That one will just miss. Or miss by just a little bit.
I can live with that.
The first strike was very, very substantial. Coco, over to you, as there is now a gaping wound in the side of this walrus.
Yeah.
Frogrus?
Yeah, where the fuck is the frog?
Clerk. Oh. You don't see it.
Yeah, no, okay.
You hear a frog. You don't see a frog. You see splooge all over the ground, but you don't see a frog.
Great.
Gotta love cones of vision. See, this is the experience you don't get at a tabletop game, like regular. Playing on the internet, you see what you see.
Oh yeah, no, I was like
all of the figures and all of that, and you would have just charged in. But
the thing is, like, he used that splash attack or whatever it is. It was like, if I see the middle, then it's like I imagined he was there.
I mean, that's fair.
Or he just shitted it out in like an arc and put it there.
Correct. You may never know.
Okay. I see the middle of the circle, so.
Right.
Great question.
Yes, that's a very good question. I have no clue.
There is one enemy visible here in front of Hope.
Yep.
Hope is sort of blocking them quite a bit. They did sound rather angry after standing up, though.
Yeah, I know. I do. For the attack rolls.
Yep. And I think we determined that that can be based on sound or like hearing you.
It's no.
Who observed you?
It's game +1. was like in. Okay, well, it's share. It only says share motivation, but I thought it was inside. Doesn't.
It doesn't.
That means I can also yell.
Right. I mean, presumably, like your enthusiasm is like a cheer.
Yeah. I mean that's what I've been using it as, like yelling shit at them.
Right.
30 feet radius, so.
You wanted attack rolls?
Yeah, attack rolls.
Okay. Everyone feels slightly more inspired.
I draw my gun and that.
Okay. Hope is going to go next. Let's see here. Hope's first action shall be to reach out, and she will touch Bob.
Touching Bob.
She is standing in the door. She can kind of make that little bit of grab action, I would say.
Bob,
Next,
like
she
the
is going
touch.
to she will pull out her whip, and she will actually
Whip Bob.
Wait, whoa, 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 whoa.
Action. No. She will whip the retainer in front of her.
Push me whip.
She will attempt to whip the retainer in front of her. She misses. Turns out trying to like unroll a whip and crack it in the same motion, kind of difficult. That is Hope's turn.
Uh-oh.
The corrupted retainer here is going to stand. It's no longer raising its shield. It is going to pick up its trident, and it shall lash out once at Bob.
Mm-hmm.
Picked up it.
Will hit for a little bit of damage. Not a ton. And that is the retainer's turn. That is everything it can do. Bob, back to you.
Yep.
Prone is very, very good. Especially when their ally frog does it for them.
Yeah. Well, I think I don't know. I think I'll target this one and just attempt to hit him.
All right.
Sure. That hits.
That will hit.
Damage. Okay, not bad.
That will also damage. Looking good so far as you punch yet again. Having at least pretty good success so far.
Second hit. Let's see.
Actually hits though.
Nope.
That one
I
will
don't-
not. As you see him sort of kind of lazily try to bat away your punch.
And then
Successfully. Unfortunately.
I'll attempt to grapple him instead. Nice.
Okay.
Touch him.
Grappling is that is also a reflex, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. And it-
You see.
Oh,
That one is different. Do you roll?
I think I'll roll, yeah. So that's... Can I just... Oh,
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see here.
That's a 30. Great.
That is a 30.
This do?
I grappled him.
That was technically your third attack, though, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. So, is successfully grabbed,
Mm-hmm.
as it is a -10 penalty, which does take you into success instead of critical success.
Okay.
But it's still success.
Yep.
So he is now grabbed. The Slurk is going to go look around very sheepishly at the mess it's created, and all it did was really mess up its own team. It will... You know what? It will take a shot against Seal one more time with its tusks. Sort of hit and then move Stevie back. No. It tusks attacks you, and you feel it kind of rip into your body a bit, bypassing bits of your armor, finding these soft points, while still hitting.
Hey, thanks.
It will attempt again. Try to basically push you out of the way. Hitting again, knocking you out.
Thanks.
Anytime.
Don't get this for the other great, you know.
Down kind of out of the way and get ready for its next attack, kind of hovering over Seal. You will now move in front of the thing that caused you to go down. And we will move to the corrupted retainer, who is going to, in its fit of rage...
See
here. I just want to make sure that I hit the right person. Yeah, you guys have the same armor class. Yes, both of those hit. I had the wrong target on my attacks, but the correct...
I'll be back in a minute. I just need a quick pee.
Okay. You see Seal relieve himself all over the ground. All right. The retainer is going to turn and attack Hope, seeing that she is able to heal people and prevent them from going down. It will stab in with its trident, hitting her fairly brutally. The next one will just miss.
Not made for battle at all.
In its rage, it will attempt a third strike and miss. Coco, who is definitely meant for battle, up next.
Oh. Okay.
I'm getting that.
Well, should be able to.
Yeah, you should be able to do that.
On Solanus.
All right. And healing. Solanus is no longer dying, is currently wounded. But
Thank you.
back.
Back.
You still have one more action then.
Yeah.
If you choose.
Yeah, no, I wanted to try and shoot the frog thing.
Okay. The frog thing you did move into your line of sight. That is fair.
How can I target a character?
If you right click on it. Is that it? There you go.
Oh, that. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
You hit.
Yeah. With this gun? having no
Wow.
having no proficiency at all?
Yeah, you've got nothing. You're very much relying on your dexterity to get you by. And
Yeah, don't worry about that. Just worry
yeah,
about the
no, that
damage.
hits.
Yeah, just worry about the damage it doesn't do. Almost max.
Almost max. Yeah, no, you just kind of turn, you close your eyes and just fire.
Yep.
Thankfully, the line of people in front of you move.
Yep.
Seal being already down on the ground really helps, but you happen to find just the gap between Hope, that corrupted retainer, and you strike the large frog in the back.
Woohoo! I did something.
Everyone else looks like they are just as much in shock as you.
that was meant to happen, okay? I know what I'm doing.
Even with 3/4 cover, that hit. Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Just kind of stare in awe at the gun. Hope is now up. Hope shall do things.
Hope shall hope.
Hope shall do things.
I hope it includes killing.
Well, that is the hope. She will. Yeah, she is going to target the corrupted retainer right in front of her. You see her again begin to cast your favorite spell, Needle Dart. It hits. And for not minimum damage, Needle Dart.
Oh, Needle Dart. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Dealing a little bit of damage. She will then follow that up with a quick whip attack. And miss. All right. Wait. I mean, technically speaking, Steel is on the ground. Never mind. Okay. This corrupted retainer is currently grabbed, which will.
Guys, I'm still dependent on you if you kill the thing, okay?
First off, it is going to attempt to break the grab. Alright, so it has jack shit for most of the skills required for that. So let's try. I think a 23 is going to be sufficient to break out of your fortitude, Bob. So it will break the grab.
Sure.
It is going to try to move away. To get away from you mostly. But, unfortunately, the slurk slime is still all over the floor.
Yeah.
You see him turn, push off of you, turn. His first foot immediately slips out, and you hear a horrendous crack as this corrupted retainer hits the ground hard. That's its turn. Bob, over to you.
Yep, I'm not gonna bother with all that slime. I'm just gonna turn to the guy beneath me.
Yeah.
And
currently raging, looking quite angry.
Yep. Always
Bob's angry too.
Bob is angry as well, yes.
I'll let him to. I wanna trip him first.
Okay.
Yeah, just assurance.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that just works.
That just works.
Yep.
That's how assurance works. It
Yep.
just does.
It just does.
So you turn, you sweep a leg, and he hits the ground hard once more. You can hear the wind kind of pop out of him, and he is gasping for breath.
And then I'm gonna lean down and strike for his face or something.
Okay. Or something.
Or something. That hits. Yay.
Yep. And you hit his face or something.
Or something. Max damage.
Jesus. Yeah.
Wow.
Just crush.
Wow.
You feel everything just kind of cave under the weight of your fist.
Listen, when I hit, I hit.
Yeah, I
But when
know.
I don't.
The issue is when you don't hit for a long ass time.
You see the other guy just kind of go, ugh, as there is just a mess of guard all over the ground.
Angry Bob above it.
Your hatred continues to fuel you as you turn and look at the two surviving members of the bad guys.
Yep.
Thankfully, at this point, nobody else has hit you.
Thankfully, yep.
You've got that going for you.
I'm gonna do what? I will use my movement to. Yeah, I'm gonna use my movement to go around and behind him.
Okay.
Running after him.
Happen,
Yep.
You step in a little bit of the slurk slime.
Yep.
Let's just throw a prompt to chat real quick so that you can make the necessary save.
That's acrobatics technically.
It is acrobatics technically.
So wouldn't I be able to use assurance still?
You could.
Yeah, that's just 17 then. I think, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
You feel fairly assured of your success and hit the ground hard.
Okay, great.
You needed an 18.
Oh,
Just missed it.
now we know. Now we know.
Now we know.
Yeah.
You're assured of falling down.
Seal, you were on your back. You don't know how you got here. You feel slightly better. And you slowly recover a little bit more as you sit there pondering your future on your back.
There's a little voice in your head saying it's me.
It's not your voice.
Oddly enough, it is Coco's.
Oh my god.
That's why you think you snapped awake. Some strange, slippery substance.
You saw Coco waiting for you at the gates of heaven.
Am I well enough to stand up and try and attack?
Certainly can try. You find that your weapon is on the ground near you, unfortunately, so it would take a little bit of effort to, 1, stand, and 2, pick that up.
Right, well, I'll give it a go.
All right. Slowly but surely, you get to your feet. You pick up your weapon, and you find with the effort expended, you could probably attack once.
Right, I'll give it one attack.
All right. Who would you like to attack?
The walrus.
Attacking the walrus, that actually will be just successful.
Woohoo! Let's roll for damage.
For damage, then. And, again, you find a soft spot, kind of taking advantage of the hole you had already created in this frog. You drive your sword into it. It's looking very hurt at this point, and regretting its decision to just, shit all over the floor. Could have done something better with its turn, but it didn't.
It needed to take a dump, okay?
It was surprised, all right?
It needed that dump.
It was trying to get to the bathroom. You guys surprised it. One thing led to another. That is Seal's turn. You find yourself hurting. A new wound that you weren't aware of before, but alive. The Slurk is going to go. Rather upset at you, Seal. It is going to strike. And miss.
Yay! Oh,
It'll
fuck
try
off.
again. And this time, though, it does find a very, very soft spot as it's, we'll say its tusk hits a vital area, to say the least.
There's that.
For 27 points of damage.
And then you got the wrong number, love.
And he's back down.
Well, he's in a very bad way very, very quickly.
He's fine.
As you see the spike of this tusk pointing out of his back. A large gaping hole where one wasn't before.
27 damage.
And
Barely a flesh wound.
he's in a very critical situation very, very quickly.
It's merely a flesh wound.
So, some would say he is on dying 3 due to that critical hit.
He will be fine.
Yeah, I'll walk it off.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll walk it out.
It's just a flesh wound. Don't worry about it.
It is just a flesh wound. All right. Next.
0 point?
Oh yeah, he has hero points. The frog is going to move into a better position to attack Hope. Coco,
Yes.
you are up. You are awake. You are still focusing on this spell, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So you have 2 actions that do not require concentration, ideally. Unfortunately, everything you do requires concentration.
I have like one thing that doesn't, and that's my Scorching Blast, but that is like last effort, oh shit button. Everything else is concentration. No, wait, I think I have one other thing. Nope, that's concentration. Nope, all my cantrips are concentration. Oh, fuck me.
Do you have any attack spells?
Yes, Scorching Blast.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
That's the only one that is not concentration. But, Battle Medicine, is that 1 or 2?
1 action. So it'd be 1 action to run up, 1 to battle medicine.
Think like keeping that healing.
Yep, so to sustain him of healing is 1 action.
Yeah, so I have 2 actions.
Correct. Which potentially all of those could be spent just to save Seal.
It doesn't want to let me go here. All over there. It's still in range of him, right?
Correct.
Use Battle Medicine on Solanus.
Okay. Let's hope you don't critically fail.
Let's see. I need to just press treat wound. Does not remove the wounded condition.
Correct.
Oh, it instantly did my healing. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
So Seal is no longer there, but he does have wounded 3 now after coming back.
That's fine. Up to him.
What does that mean?
That was my turn.
That means if you go down one more time in this combat before receiving a treat wounds, you will outright die.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Because your dying value is always wounded value plus 1.
And can't I use the hero point if I die?
You could have used hero points to resolve your unconsciousness on your turn. It is likely that you might be able to do that before dying this time around, yes.
But I've got to wait till I die before I can use it. Oops.
Correct.
Oops.
And at the moment, you are just prone on the ground.
You're alive.
In a bad way, but
you have
it
health.
could be worse.
I think I'm just going to lie here and sleep a while.
No, fuck you. I will kill you myself.
All right, that is Coco's turn. Hope is now going to go. She will once again
Crap.
cast Beetle Dart and attempt to get this out of the way. An attempt to hit the slurk in front of her and miss. That checks out.
Missing
All right. She will then use her whip and also miss. Great. Okay, that's her turn. The corrupted retainer gets to go, who is on the ground. Is going to stand up, grab its weapon. Bob is right there, you know.
Hi.
Hi. You see, as you stare up at this corrupted retainer holding a trident over you as it stabs down, a look of weariness on his face for everything it's gone through so far in this combat. It stabs into the ground. And there's that sudden shock that hits your face, Bob.
Mm-hmm.
As you realize he's missed. And you don't know how. But the dice must just hate the dungeon master today. Because
Sure.
it's either a critical or missing by a literal mile.
Yep.
Or a kilometer and a half, if you prefer.
Sounds like corrupt.
Your turn.
Yep, I'll stand up.
And
I think standing up sounds good.
yeah, on the plus side, you don't have to pick up a weapon because they're attached.
And I will punch.
All right,
Yep, I think that sounds good.
that does sound good.
Yep.
Annihilate, please.
Punch.
Coco
I
is in a
do
line
hit.
of fire.
I do think I hit. I hit. Yep. Great.
You hit.
Damage.
Damage.
Great. Good
That
damage.
is also involved.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And you stand up and just quick rabbit punch right to the face, and he drops.
Good
You
job,
look
Bob,
around
the
and
demolition
you are
expert.
Covered in whatever this excretion is from this frog.
Mm-hmm.
Love.
It does. It does feel like love.
Okay.
Okay, let's keep it a bit.
You look across now that you can kind of see it with this downed
Yeah.
guard. Seal is kind of huddled in the fetal position, slowly rocking back and forth in this slime, wishing it was just over at this point.
Coco hovering over him.
Wanting combat to be done, just that moment of being able to rest, you know.
Coco nearby him.
But what else you notice is there's still a frog here, and
Yeah.
they've been attacking you. Well, at least your friends, not you. Well, I say friends, fellow agents, maybe is the way.
Fellow
to put it.
agents.
Fellow agents and Coco.
Yep.
Coco, yes.
I'll lose just last movement or action.
All right,
That's
you move
Yep.
And you find the ground very
Yep.
slimy.
Are you certain about your step?
Nope. Hey.
Succeed, and you just kind of grab the wall and push, slowly keeping your balance as you slide forward until you hit the next wall. You've walked in winter, you know how it goes.
Sure.
Sure. I mean, I'd assume they have winter where you're at.
Yeah, but we have.
There is other places, you know.
Yeah.
Ice and such. Anyway, Seal, you are on the ground.
Again.
It's comfy here. You find your sword lying next to you yet again. That strange sensation of, how did I get here again? Like, I was just upright, and then everything went black, and here I am again. But the other thing you notice is, whoop, that's not who I wanted to apply that to. Let's try that again. You feel better. Feel better than you did the last time that you were on the ground in this position.
Right.
Enough
And Coco's
sort of
nearby.
standing over you. Again.
Hey!
Can I raise to my feet and pick up my sword?
You can do both of those things.
Well, I shall do that.
While he's doing that, I'm pointing at the frog.
I see where the frog is. I'm going to turn, and for my last action, I shall strike.
All right.
Why did it say Slurk healed for 4?
I clicked the wrong person.
Oh, okay. I just realized.
That battle fatigue overwhelms you, and you just want this to be done. And so you put everything you have into this sword strike.
Kill it.
You cut with a ferocity you have not cut with before, critically striking this frog and cutting it in 2. Please roll for damage.
Critical damage, yeah?
Critical damage.
Yeah.
This is a critical moment, so critical damage.
Oh.
Fucking Christ.
And the remaining 6 HP that it had, the 24 you dealt is more than sufficient as the frog kind of splits. But the downside is to this splitting frog.
A lot more shit.
Splooge just kind of oozes out everywhere. But
I'm out of that circle, so I don't have to do.
Most importantly, Bob, you recognize immediately there's no more enemies here.
Great.
Well, at least openly enemies. Everyone just kind of takes a moment, I would say slumps to the ground because holy shit. And 2, because there's splooge all over the ground and everyone just kind of fell to the ground. But except Bob, who's just bracing as best he can to stay upright. Nobody's dying currently. You might be quite wounded, but nobody's dying.
Still him, Seal?
Yeah, you can.
Has 2 left.
Yeah. We'll let those 2 turns kind of tick by. Hope looks around. Does anybody need any healing?
Yeah.
That's not how Hope normally sounds, I realize, but
Whatever.
it'll be close enough.
Christ.
Coco, I don't want to step on your toes. Is this, as she's already beginning to, wounds?
You are shit.
Now,
Look, at least I
admittedly,
keep Saladas alive, okay? I kept him alive.
Bob, I'm sorry.
Thank you very
This
much.
hurt just a little bit at first.
Sure.
Okay? Sorry, I meant a lot at
Oh
first.
boy. 6. Okay.
But
Heal for 5.
I feel very good about my abilities here. Of course, Bob doesn't have the medicine skill. I didn't click on Bob.
Bob, his own medic. I punched the boo-boo away.
Awesome. So that is a success, which makes that a critical success.
Okay.
Pull this because it didn't do it correctly. Bob, you heal for 29 points, and you lose a wounded value.
Oh. Okay. Yep, I'm great. Let's keep moving again.
Hope will also have recovered a focus point during that time, spending time working on healing others. She will greedily take that healing immediately on herself. As that time has passed. Coco, would you like to also heal Seal?
I'm curious. Can I use treat wounds on him? I just wanted to check. I know battle medicine is out for 1 day.
Correct. Treat wounds, yes.
Okay.
So that follows a different piece.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Maybe I'm thinking of a different game. I thought there was. That's what it was. You had treat wounds as a every 10 minutes, not.
Yeah, that's because of continual recovery. I need to do that with treat wounds, so I can do it every 10 minutes of an hour.
Which is huge.
Yeah.
So while Hope is working on Bob,
I want to do Solanus if that's me.
Yeah, I'll let you.
Anything to get that wounded value down.
I can do that every 10 minutes.
You can do that every 10 minutes. And at the moment, Seal is looking much.
You should have better. Like almost 30 HP right now.
Seal has 33.
Yeah.
Him is done.
Oh, not far off of full health. Thank you.
You see, as everyone's kind of taken some time, kind of done their own things, healed up a bit, that slime on the ground has now dried up, and there is just kind of a fine white coating to everything all over the room. It's no longer slippery, just a little tacky at times.
Sit down. Like 10 minutes?
For a focus point? Yeah.
Sit down and calm for 10 minutes.
So you guys have 10 minutes. Hope will also take that same amount of time to regain another focus point. Because you might as well. Bob, Seal, you guys have 10 minutes if you guys would like to poke around and do your own thing.
Start a fight.
Well,
can we take a short
leave that off the table, but
I might as well go up and just maybe
I can explain this hallway a little bit better too for you. So this is obviously a diagonal hallway. You see a door here, both are made of wood, and then on the far side you see doors made of very interesting, like bluish green marble. This is a very intricate looking door, and definitely sticks out compared to everything else you've seen so far.
Interesting.
Other than that, just a basic hallway.
Yeah. I'll put my ear up to this door first and not just barge in. Sounds wise, I think. If there's anything I can hear.
See if I can make this guy have the item that he's supposed to have as well. There's supposed to be loot on this guy, and it's not giving me a clickable. An item to actually, like, add. Okay. Well, let's.
Mike, I got a question.
Yeah.
Medic dedication.
Yep.
Does it automatically apply here if it goes or not?
You know, I'm gonna guess it probably doesn't.
Yeah, I'm now just checking, and I'm like, it's additional 5 with 20, like 10 with.
Yeah, I can tell you based on how the macro worked, it did not add that extra 5.
Oh, okay.
So, let me.
It was more. It was more during the fight. I just realized. Last one, it doesn't need. I was just checking out.
It should still, shouldn't it? I mean, every time you heal somebody, it should do an extra 5, right?
So no, it shouldn't do an extra 5. It should only do extra 5 when DC is 20, 30 is 10, 40 is 15.
10. Oh, okay.
So it shouldn't
when you
apply an
succeed on the
extra
expert check.
total.
What? Okay. Not bad. We'll bring Stevie back down then.
Oh
but
no,
yeah,
he's.
anytime,
Oh, he should have that 5 HP. He should not lose.
yeah, the target regains 5 additional at DC 20 or higher.
I think we should
Why
have a
couldn't you
picture of
5 extra
Coco
health
up
and
on the
bring it back
screen.
because it was a regular DC medicine check versus a higher level one. So when you do the treat wounds, there should be a pop-up and you can choose what DC you want to shoot for. I think that's a new feature, because I don't remember it being there before.
I do it at train DC 15. Okay. Oh, huh?
The look of concentration on Dutch's face is immense.
It's an important thing.
Are you picking your nose, Dutch?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. Oh well.
Okay. Yeah, it is still a learning experience. Obviously, there's quite a few mechanics to the game. And a lot of little things that are, I think, still getting kind of patched in and added to the Foundry module for this.
Because if I check like medic dedication, it's like like I said, when I have DC, when I roll the DC, well, DC 20, say between 30, it's like 5, 10, plus it's extra. Battle medicine. Last one outside of. If I look at my rolling, it's like 8 is 7 plus 1 rolled.
Yep.
Checking like the battle, it has a DC 23.
So, quick test on that. Could you roll another treat wounds check, but could you up the DC to 20?
Sure.
Like use expert level check, and we'll see if it adds in the 5 right away.
That's plus 15.
That is correct, because it should only be 2d8 plus 10. So it adds in that plus 5 for you automatically. Cool, that's good to know. Because you did the higher level check, which is where your your medic dedication then kicks in with the DC 20.
Oh, okay.
So it will auto add that 5 in. That's good to know. So as you get more proficient and it's easier to hit that DC 20, I would highly recommend doing that every time.
Question is, why does it add plus 50?
Plus 5 for your medic dedication, and the higher one is a base plus 10.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So, okay, yeah, okay.
Normally, and then your medic makes it a little bit.
Yeah, okay. So if I do treat wounds, I need to do just expert.
Correct.
Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah.
I'd say at level up, but you guys are only level 3. At level 5, when you get additional ability points, I would highly recommend adding them to wisdom. or at least one of the 4 to wisdom.
Yeah, I think we said it like last time too, just what to put. But then now I know what I need to roll. Okay, got it.
Yep. Which unfortunately probably won't hit level 5 until book 2 of this module, or this adventure path.
I think next level I have something else
So,
fun for me.
Apologies, Bob. You have been standing in front of this door for a few seconds at the very least, eager to open it, and you do, if you choose to. It is not locked. It does not appear anything otherwise. What you do see is that this is a staircase up.
Up.
Sorry,
Okay.
other way. Down.
Down.
As
Okay.
it looks. Well, give me a perception check. I need to get better about this. I apologize. I've
And perception
giving
is
away too much.
The stair went up again.
Yes.
nice. I cannot do that in combat, but yeah.
And you get this horrifying realization. You're looking at a 2D image of staircases. You don't know if they go up or down. No,
I
what
think
you
I hit
do
my head
notice
too.
is you kind of open this door and there's this kind of rush of air, as usually is the case. You kind of get that difference in rooms kind of hits. You smell decay. You smell a chill to the air. There's a definite temperature difference here. You immediately recognize this as a crypt entrance. It is a very distinct sort of thing, and especially with a critical success, it's very apparent.
Right.
The other thing that kind of a little nuance to this smell. There are undead below.
Damn.
Shut the door.
Just a slight difference to this decay smell. It isn't just a natural rot.
Oh,
Some other influences is at work here.
my nose must be
Well,
incredible.
your nose is incredible. You are a half orc after all.
He has no nose. How does he smell? Terrible. Sorry.
I convey that to the others just that I can smell undead.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's an ability you didn't realize you had until now.
Incredible. That's
Right?
yeah. I mean that's what I'm wondering. Just sorcerers, right? They have like magic in their blood. That's basically how that works. Yeah. I'm like, why don't they have like higher level spells already? But yeah.
Well,
I think that's just
you've
them.
never tried now that you realize it. That maybe
Huh.
you could cast iron, for instance, or something to that effect. But again, you've never held a weapon in your hand.
I don't
You
really
realize
think.
you shouldn't be holding a weapon in your hand.
I don't think I'm allowed technically. That's like a tenant or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't hold a. You could cast punch maybe as a
Perhaps.
strength wizard.
I cast punch.
But yeah, I tell that to the group. I smell undead going down, down, up, up, down.
Close the fucking door.
Dead going down.
I'll close the door, sure.
Good boy. Okay. Leave the undead be.
I just wanted to say hi.
If you say hi, first we leave, then you say hi.
Sure.
You say
I
hi
mean,
on
I'll
your
close
own.
the door after me. I can just.
We'll close the door and lock it. And barricade it with everything we have.
I'll get through it anyways. So.
We'll put a couple of bodies in front of it.
Open that one.
You open the bottom room, and what you discover is a
Undead.
room with several wall-mounted basins. You understand what the slurk was moving towards now as you stare into the bathroom. Thankfully, this one does not rely entirely on chamber pots, but kind of a large central trough that does have a drain pipe, thankfully.
Oh wow.
Quite sophisticated. No running water by any means, but quite sophisticated.
But there's nothing in there. There's no people or.
Well, as you
Infiltrate.
kind of look around, you do notice a few gray cloaks kind of hanging up on the wall.
They are invisible.
Whether that's somebody hiding within one, I've seen a few comedies where that's possible. You don't know, but this does appear to be a washroom of some sort. There are bars of soap and a few gray robes kind of lying about.
I'll go in and check the robes.
You go in and check the robes. You feel no resistance except, well, on one of them you touch around and there's something firm behind it, and you realize it's the wall. But no people.
People. Do I get the feeling that these coats might give us sort of like an advantage? They let us pass unhindered?
You don't know. You've noticed that others are wearing similar style gray robes, and this, as Hope kind of pipes up, is the traditional like garb of priests of Gazre.
I'll
it?
take. I'll put one cloak on.
Coco, you immediately recognize these robes as similar ones as the temple back in town.
Oh, okay.
That the Vermlex were wearing at the time. Yes, quite.
Does anything happen when I put the cloak on?
Well, unfortunately, there's no mirrors nearby, so you can't see how good you look. Well. You have... Here, let's find something that isn't like hyper magical that I can add to you quick as a just a robe. That's you have a gray cloak in your inventory. Everything else is hyper magical and worth like a fortune. So you have a gray robe. You are currently wearing a gray robe.
Cool. I'll take the other three and I'll take them out to the rest of the group.
Okay.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Wear it, you gaff bugger.
What?
It should fit even over your horns.
You know, the weird thing is you look at the 4 cloaks that you've selected, even considering Coco's stature, they happen to have a small enough one for him.
Yeah, magic.
It's as though
Right.
these cloaks were specifically placed for your use.
Interesting.
I want Bob's one.
The weirdest thing.
I want to have Bob's cloak.
Yeah, we'll trade.
I want to trade my cloak with Bob.
I'll have a napkin for a cloak.
Yeah, Bob, for Coco's, you're able to kind of drape it around your head, and you have more of a towel than a cloak.
That works.
Coco, you stare at the massive amount of fabric before you. You kind of slip it on, and it's at least 5 or 6 sizes too big. You take a moment, you kind of like wrap around the excess fabric, you tuck it in as best as possible, and kind of tighten it up as best you can. You still have an excessive amount of fabric that's kind of all over the place. And you are more of a walking gray mound than you are a man in a cloak.
Yes. Yes. Just realize that's a cloak with a mask peeking out of it.
Mhm.
Yes.
Damn it.
You do notice as well that Hope seems rather uncomfortable in the gray garb before her. But realizing the circumstances, she takes a moment and kind of whispers to herself a little bit, which, Seal, you happen to catch is more of an apology to her god than anything else as she slips the cloak on.
But sometimes we
There,
must
you know, she needs to
look like our enemy in order to defeat.
Yes, but some things go against even the most base tenants, and wearing something quite as drab is.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. But it's not going to be forever, is it?
Will be permitted at least for a bit. And with that, all four of you are, I'd say, cloaked up, but Bob, you're not, and Coco, you are
overly.
You two.
But with that, you find yourself at, I'd say, a crossroads, but I mean, technically it is. You've got a couple of doors you can choose from. One of them would lead you back outside, so I wouldn't really suggest that one.
Let's just go home. Whatever. Screw this.
Yeah, we'll pack it in, guys. That's been a day. No, so you have a door that leads down towards the crypts, and you have a very large, ornate door on the other end of the hallway.
Mystery door or undead?
Mystery door.
Yeah, seems. I'll take the lead, I think.
All right. And to add suspense to the room before you, I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Great. Yep.
Go to the bathroom. Same here.
Tea break. Wish I outshot you this turn.
Yeah. You didn't really have a chance to, so.
I spat off my tongue on the bloody floor.
Bum, 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 bum. So what do you think is behind this door, if anything?
A pot of gold and a leprechaun.
What?
Nothing?
Nothing?
Okay.
We talk about you, not to you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. A pot of gold.
I mean, I kind of want to fight undead, but I don't know.
And I want to stay alive.
Yeah, well, no matter what, you'll probably stay alive anyways. I mean, they'll probably just accept you as an undead.
Statistically speaking, yes.
Yeah.
Based on how everything's gone so far.
Yes.
All right.
All right. So, standing before the large ornate door.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I got for you. It looks, as you get much closer to it, you begin to notice that it's not just kind of a swirl of color, but it seems to be individual tiles
Oh.
kind of laid out in a very planned design. And there is it almost looks like you're looking out into the sea itself as you kind of gaze at this door.
Hmm.
Which makes sense for
Yeah.
everything that you've seen so far in this temple.
Yep. I will attempt to open this
All right.
door.
And
Oh.
it is quite possible, as you do, the doors push inward, and before you is a mural all over the floor.
Whoa.
There is a very...
Well, couldn't you waited?
No, he didn't. He just went.
Yep.
Pushing open the door, you see that there is a very colorful mural on the ground. It depicts ocean life, or what you think would be that way. There is a very nice looking coral reef. There is a nice looking stingray. All things that represent harmony
Star.
within nature. You do see Patrick, and you begin to look for SpongeBob, but you realize that they didn't have a spongy version of yourself anywhere nearby. Maybe this vague yellow shape here. Who knows? There is no squirrels, and you definitely don't see a pineapple, which seems very strange to you. But with that, two other things kind of catch your attention. One, there is a priest currently reading over top of a body on the ground. There is also a very large worm-like creature that is slowly kind of burying its way into this body with the rhythmic chants of the priest. She looks over to the left and notices four figures in the doorway.
You violated the law.
Shut the door.
She slyly smirks and says, "Did someone steal your sweet roll?" No.
Damn. That's my line.
I'm busy here at the moment. Go about your other business. And she continues to read as this worm continues to crawl inside of this corpse.
I'm looking. We are looking for the headmaster. Where?
Headmaster, behind the door over here. But good luck getting through it. A few of them figured out how to do it and then sealed it shut again.
Winning the house cup.
What a shame.
Here he is.
Right.
Standing are, again, multiple of these black marble pillars, kind of lining all of this room, each depicting another form of the god Gosre.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, to note, there is a wooden door here.
Mm-hmm.
There seems to be open hallways leading to other rooms in the middle of this chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And on the far end is a very large golden door with lightning bolts and waves kind of carved all throughout it.
Well, I'll just act like we am supposed to be here, I guess. We are wearing ropes after all.
Yeah, we will. I'm a bundle of joy right now.
Yep.
No. Again, like I said, we don't really have a good way to get through this door.
Oh.
I'm sure there's probably a key lying about somewhere, just a matter of finding them.
Headmaster was up or behind the...
Behind this golden
Behind
door.
Ah.
How is your Bissell? Have they been teaching that to you yet?
Oh,
I'm getting it through all the ranks, but I'm still terrible at it at the moment. You see her kind of flick through another few pages of whatever book she's reading from.
Oh no, not at all. I know, like maybe a word or two, but not.
Useless.
starting
All right,
out.
whatever.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
Out of the way. We're getting this Vermlek up and running.
worm stew.
I'm gonna take a step back and just whisper to the group. Since do we wanna deal with this one? Do we? Are we gonna? You know.
Bundle of clothes is just waddling up there.
I mean, I could just. I could just.
Well, whatever we do, I presume that we do it before that creature finishes whatever it's doing.
Yep, fair enough.
Go up to him,
Hang up.
snap his neck, twist his neck off his body, right away.
Excuse me, you wouldn't mind actually trying to teach me, would you? And as I say that, I'm gonna attempt to, as a diversion, just, I don't know, crack them across the face.
Snap his neck, not
Yep.
just smack him.
Let's roll initiative.
Listen, I could probably knock them out. I don't know. Maybe initiative.
Perception.
Can I use something else since I'm doing something else?
You know what? I will, for
Not really.
the benefit of the doubt, I will actually
Oh.
make them take a misfortune on their
Hmm.
rolls. Wow. I
Roll.
would do the other roll then because that is incredibly higher.
Sheesh.
We'll give
For a second thought Steve was doing a pose when his cam came back up, but it's him yawning.
Yeah, so
Same thing. Actually,
I
yes.
get it. I get it.
I thought he was doing a pose, and then I just realized.
no, I had my two start playing the game Saturday after stream,
You do
and it's
start.
I start.
still
playing.
open a bit now, sort of thing.
Surprisingly, the guy who wanted to initiate combat does.
Yay.
Let's straight
I've
away.
rarely had that happen.
Insta kill.
Combat
I mean-
actually gets to go first.
If I rage now, I'm gonna have to wait a minute before I can rage again, and I don't know when the next combat. It's only a minute.
I mean, after killing this, you wait a minute, and that's it.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll
Right.
just rage. Might as well just make absolutely sure.
Get angry, beat him up.
Yeah. Can I just add it to myself instead of having
Yeah, you can drag the effect onto your person.
effect there?
So it should be effect rage or something to that effect.
Yeah.
And so if you
Oh, yep.
just
great.
like that. Perfect.
And then I'll the corrupt priest. Yep.
All right.
And I'll just throw a punch.
I mean, it's not really my right in the face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
that
ahead.
hits.
Great. Imagine if I missed.
You know what? I'm gonna even give you the benefit that
Oh.
they are completely caught off guard at the moment because they weren't expecting you to come forward and just punch them in the face.
Fair enough.
Taking 13 points of damage as you waltz forward and crack.
Yep. And well, since they're probably a bit disturbed by that, I would imagine.
Quite.
Quite, yeah.
Quite offended even.
And I
There's
will.
a little bit of blood kind of splatters all over the book that they were trying to read.
And I
Covering
will
up
let-
with the letters.
I will kick the worm
Oh,
away from the corpse. I
you
can.
can try to, yeah. Go ahead and make an attack roll against the creature down here.
That's that one.
Yeah, well, let me make sure it is not currently inhabiting a body. Yeah, that changes things. It does not have a body, so it doesn't have as much defense.
Right.
You should be able to hit it. That's what he's saying.
Maybe.
Should be able to hit it. You did not. It kind of rise out of the way, kind of digging a little deeper into the body it's trying to inhabit.
Hey, whatever.
It was still a very good round. Seal. Presumably, taking your cover, you would not have had a sword drawn, correct?
Yeah, that's quite correct.
Presumably.
So, one action to move up next to the worm.
Take a moment and just sheath those for Hope as well. Okay, you step up next to the worm.
One action to unsheath my sword.
Yes.
And then I shall strike.
Sounds good. Which, admittedly, I will also say that it is prone on the ground because, well, it's not really prone. That's not fair. You hit.
Woohoo!
And you are able to kind of stab in and pull just a little bit, making it lose a bit of progress into inhabiting this body. Taking a good chunk of health, too.
Cool.
The corrupted priest is going to take a moment.
Just go there, make another brew.
The blood from its face.
Sorry about that. Not really.
I stumbled.
Yeah.
It shall then cast bark skin upon itself. As you see her skin kind of take on a very wooden texture to it, taking extra moments to kind of wipe away more of the blood. Was that really necessary?
Well.
He will then draw or like pull out and wield her trident, and that will be her turn.
So many tridents.
Well, I mean, it's a good symbol of being demonic, you know?
Yeah. Or something.
The Vermlek is going to try to shrug off the damage taken, and will continue to kind of dive into the body, and you see a good chunk of it slither in now that it is doing so. Hope is going to go next. Let's see here. Hope is going to still preserve those spell slots because we're still kind of shortly into this. Or at least presumably, as we've, walked a couple of rooms in, and it still seems quite large. She will target and do Needle Dart, which will hit.
Would hit. Does it do damage?
It does some damage. It should actually do 2 less. Due to resistance now.
Oh.
Due to the bark skin.
Mm-hmm.
And then she will walk down this way and check out the hallway, or at least briefly, and nothing seems to be coming that way. Coco.
Yes.
It is your turn.
Yes.
He takes an action to unravel his giant cloak.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Hide within it.
Nope. We're doing this.
But he fights like Mrs. Wrinkles.
Attack. I'm done having.
Right. Attack. +1.
Okay, and pick up. Could have this on me. Okay. Pull out my rapier.
You good girl?
You pull out your rapier. All right.
Like he's now thinking if the headmaster come
Yeah.
out.
No, what I'm trying to think actually is you should get the heightened value now, I think.
What?
Well, you're level 3, so you should have, I think, the heightened version of it.
I do?
Well, it should be slightly more effective.
Okay.
There's heightened +1, yeah. Because you're now at a spot where you have, well, no, you don't have access to level 2 stuff yet, do you? That's
Yeah,
next level.
that's the thing. Like I don't have the
Yeah,
level 2.
You will get that next level. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you told me because I think the builder it was like I had new spells. You were like, nope.
Well, I thought maybe, but then I looked at the build up for a bard, and a bard does not get stuff until a little bit later.
Yeah.
With that though, Bob is up next.
Yep.
Is that right? According to this, you should have second level spells. I really don't know.
Yeah, according to Path Builder, I have second level spells, and you said the last time no.
I got it wrong.
You told me no.
It's very likely I got it wrong.
Let's check that after stream.
Oh,
Let's check it after
you wanna
stream.
tell me I'm gonna think God got it wrong. Oh.
For the sake of all of this, I think something's not working right here. Cool. Yeah, we'll fix that after stream. But,
Yeah, like this is probably not going to go for very long.
Nope, not much longer after this at least. But okay, Bob, sorry.
Yep.
Over to you.
I'll trip the cultist, or at least attempt to.
Okay.
Just assurance, 17.
Okay. You assure yourself that this will work, and in fact, it does.
It does.
Okay.
Again, you have gotten proficient with sweeping the leg, and she hits the ground with an audible clatter.
Question: did you just move me, Mike?
Did I?
Was here.
I might have moved you.
Okay, I was like, why am I at the wall? I should be here.
That's fine.
I didn't move,
That's
so.
woman.
All right, you trip. She hits the ground,
I trip.
giving you a good opportunity here to continue your assault.
Yep, and I punch. And
Smash the
I
face.
And you do, and you hit.
Okay, not bad.
And she is looking rough after 2 punches.
Yep. And just one more punch, why not? Great.
On the other hand, all of the blood from her nose has now caused a hazard on the ground. And as you go to like turn and punch, your foot slips, and you feel a slight pinch in like your hamstring. And it is going to be a bit. You're gonna have to walk this off for quite some time. And at the moment, your speed is slightly reduced because that hurt. You know, unexpected doing the splits, never fun. Steel, over to you, as Bob is kind of grabbing the back of his leg at the moment.
Alright, I shall stab the worm again.
All right.
Roll, you big laptop.
Whoa.
That is a critical hit.
Woo. Let's roll for critical damage then.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Not bad. A little bit better than your regular strike, actually. So that is not good. But still, 16 points of damage as you strike and drive into the worm again, trying to prevent it from entering this body as best you can. At least initially, very successful.
And I shall strike again.
All right. That one will miss.
Okay.
As it kind of its tail around, trying to get away from your sword.
Let's risk it for a biscuit with my third action.
Mm.
That
Yeah.
was a critical miss. And you find that, at the moment at least, your sword is wedged in between a few of the mosaic tiles, and it is going to take at least a bit of effort to unwedge it. But for now, the corrupted priestess is going to go. Well, seeing as you won't leave me alone, she will put forth her hands, and you see a small ball of fire begin to form, which she places directly on the ground in front of you, Bob.
Oops.
Wish it would give me. Can you give me a reflex saving throw, please?
Sure.
As there is a sphere of fire underneath you.
Yep.
Take regular damage as you just failed.
I'm fine. I can take
On
it.
the plus side, nothing bad extra happens.
Yay.
Could have been significantly worse.
No, I'm sure it's fine.
Fine.
Oh, I guess, sorry. She spent her first action to get up. She's going to leave the trident on the ground, and she does that. That's all of her turns. The Vermlek is going to go, and it will finally slither in completely. But the body is on the ground. So, that's its turn. Hope gets to go next. She is going to walk forward, pull out her mace, and she is going to smash, or her Morning Star, sorry. She will critically hit
Holy shit.
for 8 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, right? That's Hope's turn. Okay.
Question.
Mhm.
Where's the trident?
Trident is on the ground over here.
Do something.
Great.
All right. That bodes well.
We love stupid.
I'm gonna do something stupid.
Okay.
Here.
Mhm.
I want to pick up the trident from the ground.
All right. Inventory. Bad guy. Inventory. One trident moves over. All right. You have a trident. You are
Right.
currently standing on Bob's space, and you will need to move.
Yes.
All right. I'm not.
I'm running back.
Okay.
That's it.
There. Huh. Nope. Okay. Cool. That is your turn then, Coco.
Coco running between Bob's legs, pick up the trident and run away.
You see a small bundle of gray cloth. You know what? Actually, now that I say that, that reminds me. Coco, can you give me a reflex saving throw?
Well.
All right. That is a regular failure. You only take 7 points of fire damage, as there is a flaming sphere here on the ground.
Mm.
But that's fine.
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 Bob.
Yep.
Over to you. Standing in the flaming sphere.
That's fine.
You.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay, it's only on her next turn. Do you then take damage again?
Okay.
All right.
I will punch the priest.
All right.
Strike. Roll. I hit.
Hit.
Okay. 14 points of damage.
Hey, kom eraan.
So she is significantly hurt as she takes a bit of damage. Her bark skin doing a little bit of work here to keep her alive, but very woozy. You see the flaming sphere beneath you begin to flicker, as though perhaps she might be losing concentration.
Okay. Yep.
Good luck.
Good luck. I hit again.
I would walk. It's safer. You hit again.
Yep. And damage 16.
Yeah, there's no point.
Yep.
She drops. The flaming spear flickers out, and we're left with the Vermlek on the ground that is, just inhabited the body. The tome she was reading is smeared in blood and just kind of off to the side. But there's one enemy left.
I'll attempt to grapple the body, I think.
Okay.
If possible, yeah.
Sure. Certainly try.
I'll just roll for it.
Yep.
Maybe. I should have.
Against the fortitude. Oh my god.
Huh?
You just succeed.
Oh, great.
So I know it says corrupted priest, but the
Go
DC
back.
on that one is 21. We're good to go. Target is grappled. Seal. The target is on the ground. Bob is currently hanging on to them so they cannot go anywhere. You have a nice open target through which to attack.
Right. I am going to strike with my sword.
All right.
Hmm.
That will hit.
I shall roll for damage.
All right.
Whoops.
How can Stonefish take 16 damage?
Nah, I just clicked.
He doubled the
All
damage
right.
himself. All right. First one strikes, finds contact. You see gaping wounds in this body at this point, and you can see the worm kind of slithering underneath all of this. Still full of holes itself from the various slashes you've already given it.
And I shall strike again, mate.
That one will just miss.
Oh,
The worm's body itself is hardened around its new host.
we'll risk it for a biscuit. That misses.
That definitely misses. The Vermlek is currently immobile, which means it cannot stand up because he is currently being pinned to the ground from Bob.
Yippee.
It is going to do its best to struggle free, and it does not. It just fails.
Stay down.
It will try to bite you, Bob.
No.
It is on the ground, so it takes a penalty to it.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
We are all dead.
Oh, too bad. Leaving.
The atomic bomb went off.
God. You see, as it's kind of struggling on the ground, you see something kind of take hold in its eyes as it tries to bat off of you. and instead the worm figure emerges from the massive gaping hole that was this thing's mouth, and it latches onto you with very demonic looking incisors, kind of predator-esque for those of you that and it is extremely surprising at the force of this bite.
How the hell? Jesus.
Critically hit, because apparently I can either not hit you guys or critically hit you guys. There is no in between. As I rolled a natural 20 on that one.
Yeah.
At least it's Bob. Bob can take it.
I can take it.
But that was the Vermluck's turn. Hope. Hope. Hope is going to look panicked. Hope is going to move around the pillar. She is going to spend her lay on hands right away after seeing that strike. And apply that to Bob right away.
Yippee.
She will then... She's got one action left. I guess we'll move back and, well... She will attempt to demoralize the creature. That is what she is going to do. So she is going to make a quick intimidation check, which she is super proficient on, and that does nothing. But the attempt is there. Coco, over to you.
Okay. I have an owie.
You do. A small one.
Yes, but it's a big owie for me.
Comparatively, yes.
I've not been hurt for a couple of days, okay?
You lost like 1/6 of your total HP. It's pretty devastating.
Yes. Horrible.
Only 1/6.
Yeah, how dare it hurt me?
I mean, Bob literally was bitten for half of his health, but yeah, you got a slight burn. It's rough.
I'm dying here, okay?
You're pretty sure in a couple of days this might blister.
Yes. Because of that, I'm gonna tell them to do their best again. Hit it.
Right.
That's full.
You have one action left? No?
I step forward.
Bob.
Yep, I punch.
You punch. Maintaining your grip, you kind of pull this creature into you as you make the punch. Go ahead. Because why not? I mean, you're grappling him for a reason.
Yeah.
That'll hit.
21 again.
Yep. You're pretty
11.
consistent.
Yeah.
Oh, no way.
It's still not dead. Are you kidding?
It's still not dead.
Okay, one more should be it. Right. 21 again.
Another 21.
Great. Okay.
If anything, Bob, you're consistent.
11.
Even in that.
That's the same attack roll for the same damage roll.
Yep.
And that's enough as you see, as you just continue to pummel this thing in the face before it stops moving. And thankfully, it stopped moving.
I step on it for good measure. Just to make sure.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you've got to.
Mm-hmm. It's a worm creature thing.
Right. And you feel finally at ease, stepping away from the gore that surrounds you now, from repeatedly punching the priestess to now repeatedly punching this worm. The once beautiful tile work now has a red wash over kind of all of it. And you swear in the mosaic that you now see a shark slowly kind of coming this direction.
I'm glad you read it, Green. Glad you read that.
I can't take a, I can't have a break. Jesus Christ.
Wow. That's brutal. But you find yourself standing in awe at the Grand Hall, or at
Yeah.
least once what was the Grand Hall.
Well, it's grand enough.
Need to treat my wounds. I'm hurt. I'm dying.
What you do
You
see
got
next,
paper
though, is very strange as all of you kind of gather around and kind of take a small breather. The blood on the floor begins to move.
Oh.
It swirls around a bit and forms a ball in the air, at least briefly, before bits of it begin to kind of peel away. And before you can really react, before you understand what's happening, the blood forms letters all around.
F you.
And they begin to take kind of a gray tone to them. No longer red. But you
We've
see
been
the
trying
word,
to contact you about your car's extended warranty.
oddly enough, and as you're about to dismiss that message, it changes just a little bit.
Mike, I need to tell
Hey.
this.
Cleanse these halls of the corrupted that infest it, and we will open this door for you. Or, if you are one of the chosen of the wind and waves, enter.
Oh, wow. It was perfectly timed. The moment you said it's a spelling word, somebody got the sound alert of Oni-chan. Have a
That's
dick.
impressive.
Yeah. You're like, it is spelling words, and then it came. Oni-chan has a dick. I have a dick. Mike is disappointed.
Yep. Anyway, so that's what you see kind of form out of the blood of these corrupted individuals, forming a message for you. But I believe
Be the
that
cleanup.
is where we'll pause. Unless, Bob, you would like some healing quick.
That would be nice if possible, if anyone can. Because I'm once again.
I want to use treat wounds on him.
Yay.
Okay. Hope will take the time and regain her focus point. Because that's been kind of important at the moment. Hot dang.
Yeah, indeed.
Bob, you feel treated of your wounds. You also feel free of any wounds that you once had.
Can we, before we quit, can I do treat wounds on myself?
Sure. If you find it necessary.
Yes. Dying here, okay?
You go for frigging paperclip, man. But I know you.
Literally.
Yeah.
Wow. You heal yourself with 33 points of damage.
That is almost my whole health bar.
Because you critically succeeded on your medicine check.
Damn.
My max health is 38. I took what 7 damage?
Mm-hmm.
So what you notice is Coco is sitting there treating his minor burn. He somehow has a full pharmacy on him as he is putting any cream and salve he can. He's over bandaging the area. You're pretty sure he at least kissed it at least once, just for good measure. And he's got like a full club now around his hand of protection against this minor burn.
It was a heavy burn, okay?
It's not going to blister anymore.
No.
Where he got a cold compress as well, you don't know, but
You don't want to know.
You don't. But that, I believe, is where we'll call it. It's getting a little bit late.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the European side of things.
or something.
And people have work in the morning.
Yeah.
Stevie for sure.
Me
Probably
too.
on-
Me,
Me too. I'm not on the European side of things, but I still have, work in the morning. Anyway, and
Finish
before we
that.
get too far and into another combat, I think this is a good spot.
Mhm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Should be muted in Discord. Hell yeah. Okay, thank you all for being
I
here.
must admit, I sometimes wish the
Kenny,
other group would
thank
do
you for that awesome time,
it.
Oni-chan.
that.
I
Just
love it.
sort of like, right, well, we've ended this combat and we've got.
Shut up. I hope you're all doing okay. I'm glad we finally played this game, Pathfinder, again. For now, thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed. Sleep well. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Persona. Guys, good night. Bye.